Carlson corralled it in. Them at the last second there, or else he would have been gone down the sideline. I think that's enough to gain a first down, and most indeed is gain of 12 on the play. So fresh set of downs for Bland and company. High snap, handoff, left side, look out, end to end. They're going to try to find him some room there with A.J. Moore. I tell you, he made something out of nothing. He looked like he was trapped in the backfield. He gained maybe 1.5 on the play. Well, they'll give him 2. So it's 2nd and 8 on the 48 of the Mustangs. Bland getting out the signals here. Runs that man Stigall in motion again. High snap. Look out, pressure. He has to go on the back foot pass. Incomplete into tight coverage there. I believe it was Stigall who was the intended receiver. He didn't really have much to work with there. He had a defender in the region and another one swooping in on him. So it's 3rd and 8 here. Mustangs trying to get off the field here. Ball at the 48-yard line of the Mustangs. Scoreless. 3:15 and ticking in this first quarter. Bland trying to throw off the defense. Defense has been good so far here. They have not taken the bait on these hard counts.
Add replay.
Look out now, Bland looking around. He's in trouble. He's going to throw over the top. And, boy, he had more there. I'll tell you, I wonder the wind. He's thrown in the wind. Remember that. It is gusty here. You can hear it in the background. That might have took off on him because that pass looked like it was there more. Knew he could have gotten a first down, but a nice stop there by the Mustangs. That pressure threw off the timing of Bland. And they're going to have to punt this one away here. I mean, back for the Mustangs around his own 15-yard line here. Snap, punt on the way. Oh, look out off his foot there. My goodness, the way he kicked that, it looked like his shoe fell off. Oh, my, a whiff on the punt there. I don't know what happened, went off the end of his foot. And a massive break for the Mustangs. Boy, folks, I'm telling you, I thought for sure his shoe had fallen off the way that kind of went there. That's a massive break for the Mustangs. They're going to get great field position here. And, boy, that's got to be frustrating for DuPage. They thought they could pin back the Mustangs deep. Instead, the Mustangs set up shop here at their own 43-yard line. Young and company know this is a break they need here. Snap comes, handoff, look out. Nice room up the middle. That's going to get a first down and a heck of a lot more. And there's a flag on the play. Oh, my, a massive run there. 32-yard gain if it holds up there. Actually, a 22-yard gain. Let's see on the flag, though. That flag came in late. Might have been a face mask, is what I would guess. But let's see. And it was definitely in the vicinity of where the runner was. That was Jordan Leonard Osborne. Well, that young man, face mask. How about that? That's going on the defense. So that's going to be a heck of a lot more. Jordan Leonard Osborne channeling his own inner Brandon Jacobs. Now, I don't think that young man has seen Brandon Jacobs play, but boy, he was a running back in name only. He was a bona fide fullback for the Giants. Had a very good career with them and the Raiders. Oh, look out. Got the man offside there. Somebody stepped. Everybody's pointing at everybody. Let's see here. Ball placed right now at the 21-yard line of the Chaparrals. Looked like the edge rusher jumped first, but we'll see. You never know how that goes. The referees have the best idea of what's going to happen here. Everybody, of course, both sets of linemen. You did it. No, you did it. Well, we'll see who did it. The Zebras are converging for a conference here. We'll see what they come up with. Let's see what they say here. Want to again welcome everybody to the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel, NY48 WWON TV. Apologies for the video difficulties. Look like it's going to be offsides on the Mustangs. So this will set them back to the 26. It'll be 1st and 15 here. Ball will be placed at the 26-yard line here. Young and company back to work. Trips formation, bottom of your screen. They set the man in motion now to go up top of your screen there to his right. Here we go. Handoff again. Look out. It's that young man who just ripped off a 22-yard gain, Jordan Leonard Osborne. He'll collide with a couple of linemen there. He might have gotten the ball to the 23. It'll be 2nd and a lot here. Let's see where they put this thing. I think it is at the 23. So gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12 coming up here. Under 90 seconds to go in this first quarter. Still looking for its first score here. Trips formation, bottom of your screen, 2 up top, empty backfield. Young gets the snap, looks around, has some time, rolls left. He's in trouble. He's got to fling this down the field out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long coming up here for Monroe with 1:05 to go. From here, it would be a 40-yard field goal with the wind at their backs. So something to keep in mind here. 3 at the bottom of your screen. That's to the left of Young, 1 up top. Lone tailback in the backfield here on a 3rd and 12. Young looks left, look out, flags before the play. Might have been a false start here. Let's see what they say. False start on the, well, first they said they pointed the defense, but they're going to say it's on the offense. So this does complicate things for the Mustangs. They got to get to the 12 for the first down. 3rd and 18 coming up here. Ball placed at the 28-yard line. Here we go. Quick snap. Look out. Pocket collapsing. Young's going to have to take off here. He's got some room. He's getting close to the first down. He's got it. Oh, and he got a little hit on the outside there. Young picks up the scamper for about 18 and good for a 1st and maybe goal here. Wow, nice read there by Young. Felt the pressure, stepped up, got a great block upfield there right around that first down marker. Took a little bit of a shot out of bounds there. The refs let it go. You're going to have a 1st and 10 here for the Mustangs. I don't know if he pulled short of that first down, meaning that they could get a first down inside the 10. But what's this now? Now everybody's pushing back here. What happened? Oh, here we go. Late flag, a hold on the Mustangs. Oh, that is unfortunate. So they'll redo it here. 3rd and long coming up here. Young, pressure coming, has to get the screen pass off, does. Nice block there. And getting the ball to the 21-yard line there was Jordan Leonard Osborne. So from here, be a 38-yard field goal. And they're going to set up here with Joseph Wright. 38-yard attempt coming up here with 14 seconds to go. In the first quarter, looking for very windy. Here's the kick on the way. It's up. It is good. So Wright connects, splits the uprights from 38. And we've ended the first quarter, and the Mustangs have gotten their first score on the board. It's 3-0 after one. We'll be back here on the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel and NY48 WWON TV. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Might be only hearing our audio here. Ball is placed at the 28-yard line. So here we go. They're going to dial it up here. Snap is made. Handoff immediate. No, that's going to be a QB keeper. And Askia Bully will get up to the 32. So Bully back behind center here. Bland started the game for the Chaparrals. Gain of 4 on the play. It's 2nd and 6 here. 2 receivers, bottom of your screen. Send the man in motion for extra coverage. That is Stigall. Here we go, dropping back Bully. Screen pass, couldn't get it over to the intended receiver that time. And that was Ethan Middleton. And they'll bring up 3rd and 6 here for the Chaparrals. Opening day here, gorgeous day, lower 70s, breezy, not a cloud in the sky, beautiful weather. We're so proud here to have the home opener at Memorial Field in Mount Vernon, New York. The Monroe University Mustangs. Here we go. Look out, Bully has a receiver set and caught for a first down. That's Dion Gaston, I believe. Corralled it in around the 41-yard line. Dion Gaston, big receiver. And that's a gain of 9 on the play. And it's a fresh set of downs. Ball at the 41-yard line now of the Chaparrals. Here we go. High snap. Kind of a fake handoff, but a handoff nonetheless up the middle for a gain of about a yard there. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Middleton was the ball carrier. It's like Nate Foster just checked in the game. 2nd and 9 now for the Chaparrals. Two receivers, bottom of your screen, one up top. Look out, pressure coming. Bully in some trouble. He's going to get tackled. Look out. I thought maybe he might have lost the ball, but he was very luckily tucked it in at the last minute because he looked like the ball was separated for his body for a moment. And boy, that is a big time sack that time by the Mustangs. Brown Cullinan on that one. Gerald Baker was there as well. It's going to bring up 3rd and long here. 16 they need. Look out, he's in trouble again. Oh, and he falls down around the 23-yard line. And the pressure from up the gut that time from the Mustangs pays off in a big way. I think that was Harrison Aristemini. Well, I think that. Well, Aristemini gave the pressure for sure. Big time defensive play there for the Mustangs. High snap. Here's the punt coming. Look out, another wobbly one. That's going to go out around the, where are they going to say that goes here? Oh, second time the Chaparrals have had their issues punting. And this is going to be at the 38 of the Chaparrals. So the Mustangs defense comes up big. They get another break on special teams. And boy, this is a prime opportunity now for the Mustangs. They need 38 yards to get pay dirt on this one. Check that. They're going to mark this at where? The 35 or? Well, now they're spotting it at the 40. So, nevertheless, ideal starting field position for the Mustangs here. Jaden Young and company. Monroe needs to convert this into some points here. After their defense made a couple of big plays. Here we go, 1st and 10. Rolling back, Young has some time. He's going to go down the middle. Pass is off the fingertips, well covered. Well, he got some air under that one and let it go. Not a bad idea. Noakes was the intended receiver. Good coverage downfield, though. Chaparrals had that scouted. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the Mustangs. Actually, from the DuPage 40 here. Want to welcome everybody who's joining us on the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel, NY48 WWON TV. Mike McGinnis on the call here. 3-0 Mustangs, 11:20 to go in the first half. Here we go, handoff. And there's some room there. Boy, some downfield blocking is going to gain about 4, maybe 5 on the play. Jordan Leonard Osborne was very patient, let the holes open there. Because originally that looked like that wasn't going to go very far. But the patience of Osborne picks up about 4.5. Makes it 3rd and manageable here. And again, could be 4-down territory for the Mustangs. It's at a weird position in the field. You know, this would be from here, be a 52-yard field goal. So, trips formation, top of your screen. That's to the left of Young. Empty backfield. He's got 2 on the bottom to his right. Look out, low snap. He handles it, though. He looks around, scatters around, 46-yard line. Has pressure coming. Wings it downfield, wide open, touchdown! Mustangs, oh my! A massive strike there to Jashawn Amin, and it's 9-0 Mustangs. My goodness, but there's a flag on the play. Oh boy, back at the 42, let's see. Let's see, what are they going to say here? Oh boy. This might be a hold. Yeah, it is, and it's against the offense. So the points are wiped off the board. Unfortunate there for the Mustangs, and realize backed up here. They're going to have to replay third down. It's going to become 3rd and long, and they're out of field goal range right now. Ball is at the 46. They need to get to the 29. It's going to be 3rd and 17 here. Check that, 3rd and 16. So, oh, look out. Fumbled on the coverage. Oh, and the old John Elway. Shovel pass, look out. Osborne is going to skip out now. A late flag on the play around the 26. Boy, Young with a great job there of improvisation gave the old John Elway shovel pass to Osborne. And now there's a flag and another hold against the Mustangs. So scratch that off the board. They're going to back them up even further now. Tough break there for Monroe. You got another rabbit you're going to have to pull out of the hat here. I don't know what play you got dialed up for 3rd and 26. Where are they going to place this ball here? Well, I don't know what they're doing here. Ball still stays at the 42-yard line. So it's 3rd and 12 here. Check that, sorry. Almost seemed like they didn't give him any penalty yardage. They just replayed the down. Interesting. Here we go, under 10 minutes to go, first half, 3-0 Mustangs. They need 12 to get a first down here. Young goes to his left now. He's got some room. He's got to get a block here. He scrambles around. He's going to get close to a first down. I think he's a little short. Gain of about 11.5 on the play. It's going to be 4th and inches. Charles with the tackle there. 4th and 1. I think they're going to go for it here. Why not? Get whatever jumbo package you got here. Tush, push, whatever. Get it going. 1 yard separates you from a new set of downs. Let's see what Young and company have got on hand here. Main thing is you got to stay on side and no holds. Send the man in motion there. I formation. Look out now, Young. They're going to go around. Not going to get there. It's going to be awfully close. I think he's short. No, he didn't get it. He stopped inches short of the first down. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So the Chaparrals give them a lot of credit despite the chaos. Come up with a stand here. And their offense is going to get back to work here. 1st and 10 on their own 31 with 8:44 to go in the first half. So Bully comes back out here for his 2nd series for DuPage. So Chaparrals get the defensive stand. They'll go back to work here. Delayed handoff up the middle, not much. Well scouted that time. And the runner had nowhere to go with it. That was Mark Melton on the carry. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Chaparrals. Two receivers up top on the right side. Look out, flushed out now, going right, Bully. He's got some room, though, to run. He's going to get back to the stick, takes a tumble out of bounds there. That might go. Let's see if they give him a yard, then it's nothing to talk about. I'm going to give him 1 yard on the play, I think. 3rd and a long 9 here. Augustin with the stop there. Narrowly missed a quarterback sack on that. Oh, look out, bad snap there. What in the world just happened? And big sack in the backfield. Nobody was set for that snap, most importantly, the quarterback. And the center, it looked like he kind of short hopped it off his inner thigh. I've never seen that. Big break for the Mustangs. And they will send back Amin to try to corral in the punt here. And this has been a challenge, but this is a good one. Nice punt there, nice hang time. Amin was blinded a little by the sun. That's going to take a nice bounce for the Chaparrals. And the Mustangs will start at their own 29 with 6:58 to go. 3-0 Monroe. Will step aside here on the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel, NY48 WWON TV. And welcome back here to Memorial Field, Mount Vernon, New York. WWON TV, NY48, and the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel. Mike McGinnis on the call, 6:58 to go, first half. Mustangs up 3-0 with the ball. Fresh set of downs here after the defensive stop, handoff coming. Right side, gaining a couple on that one. Want to see who the ball carrier was there. Was that Saeed Cole? That is. He gained about 3 on the play. One thing I've noticed about DuPage after that first initial drive there, ball spotted at the 34, so they give him forward progress, gain of 4. DuPage has not allowed many yards after contact on these runs after that initial drive by the Mustangs. Hear the wind whipping around in the background. Two receivers up top. Kind of a misdirection handoff. Young connects with the receiver. He's going to gain about 5 on the play with Tristan West, the tight end. I think it'll be 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Mustangs. Ball placed at the 39-yard line. So the Mustangs looking for a short yardage situation here. Two receivers up top here. Man in motion, look out. They're going to hand it up the middle. Not much there. He might have lost a yard. He'd be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. That initial surge there by the defense of DuPage, a little too much. That's going to be a no gain on the play. It'll bring up 4th and 1. They're going to leave the offense out there. How about this? We'll see if they actually get the play off. Are they just trying to draw them offside here? Young looks to his sideline to the right there. I don't know if they might take a timeout here. See what goes on here. No, they're going to do it. How about that? Handoff coming. And he got there. He got about 1.5 yards, maybe 2. So how about that? A little trickery there by the Mustangs. picks up a first down for them there. Oh, a little gamesmanship. And Sharp surges ahead for 2 yards and a first down. So a crafty play there by the Mustangs. Picks them up a first down here. They're at their own 41 with a 3-0 lead. Just over 4 minutes to go in the first half. Young looks to the sideline again here. Chaparral's defense has got to work a little harder here now with the fresh set of downs. High snap. Nice run there. Big surge up the middle. That's going to get a first down for Sharp, man. He's back to being like a bowling ball out there, just having guys bounce off him. Low center of gravity and muscles through for a first down. First down, Mustangs. Ball placed at the 46 of the Chaparrals. That is a gain of 13 on the play. How about that? Here we go. First and 10 at the 46. A little over 3 minutes to go. First half, 3-0. Mustangs, they are driving. Look out, little reverse pass. Another reverse. Oh, my. Where are they going to go with it? They're going to get a surge here. How about that? Little room running. And, boy, that was trickery all over the place. Kameen Powell, the last guy to have it on a triple reverse play there. Shades of Baylor Bears back when Robert Griffin III was there. So many reverses on that one. And that's going to be a dazzling gain of 6 yards. I'll just put it that way. Listen, I'm just relieved I was able to keep up with the play. They had me fooled, and I didn't even have to defend an empty backfield. Set the man in motion now. Trips formation to the right of Young. He's got some time, throws one over the middle. Pass complete. Oh, that's a nifty pass. And how about that young man again, Kameen Powell? Makes the run, now makes a nice catch there. Boy, zip that one in pretty good there. Slings it in. And the Mustangs are in the red zone now. Ball spotted at the 19. Looks like we got a timeout. 1:58 to go first half. Mustangs driving here. 3-0. They lead it first and 10 on the 19 of the Chaparrals. When we come back here on NY48 WWON TV and the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel. And welcome back here to Memorial Field. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Mustangs with a 3-0 lead. More importantly, they have a first and 10 on the 19 of the Chaparrals. Kameen Powell's made a big run and a big-time catch on a nice throw there by Jaden Young. Mustangs also had a very good 4th down and 1 conversion. They're 1 of 2 on the day now. Powell goes the outside to the right. Here's the handoff up the middle. The surge coming. Rumbling forward. More yards after contact. This time it's Jordan Leonard Osborne. He'll get close to the 26. They'll actually check that to the 16-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Actually, they'll say gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Mustangs. Ball placed at the 16-yard line here of the Chaparrals. Young drops back now. Pressure coming. Goes to the right side. Pass incomplete. Just a little ahead of Evan Harrington. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Mustangs. If they don't gain any yardage here, it would be a 33-yard field goal attempt for Joseph Wright. So Young with Jordan Leonard Osborne. The I formation. Young looked like he thought there was movement on the defensive line there, but refs say no. He's going to scroll back now to that right side. On the back foot, throws one. A lot of contact. Flag on the field, though. Might be a PI. There was a lot of contact with that receiver. I don't know if that's a 4th down just yet. Saw the flag in the end zone here. Let's see what the referees say here. 1:06 to go. But that was in the vicinity of that receiver who was double teamed and contacted. Yeah, that's a PI, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Mustangs. I think it's going to be half the distance to the goal. It'll be 1st and goal for Monroe here. They're going to put this ball at the 2. So 1st and goal for the Mustangs. At the 2-yard line of DuPage with 1:06 to go in this first half. All right, they got to punch it in, though. That's the next trick. It's a very capable defensive front here for DuPage. Here we go. Handoff right up the gut. Osborne, did he get in? Looked like he moved the surge. It's a touchdown. Jordan Leonard Osborne from 2 yards out. And the Mustangs put 6 on the board. They lead it 9-0 with 59 seconds to go in the first half. Right on for the PAT here. Smith, the holder. That'll be good. 10-0. Mustangs lead at 59 seconds to go. First half here in Memorial Field in Mount Vernon, New York. Welcome to the Monroe University Mustangs home football opener here. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Game is live on the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel, NY48 WWON TV. 59 seconds to go, but this is a capable DuPage offense. And they have timeouts in their pocket, so certainly I don't think this is a point where you just want to play strictly prevent defense. You want to play them to the vest here. Let's see how the DuPage offense responds now. Down by multiple strikes. Wright will boot this one away here. We'll see who the receivers are here for DuPage. See Gaston as one of those guys. There's an end-over-end kick there. It's going to be Gaston handling it. Gets to the 25, has some room, tries to get up by the 30. And he'll be tackled around the 30. So Eskia, Bully, and company come back out here. .50 seconds to go in the half here. Wind whipping around here some. Will be spotted at their own 30. Do have timeouts to use, though. That's something to note. Here we go. And look out, dropping back, going over right side, pass complete. Nice inside move. That's going to be out at the 40 there. Gain of 30 to Ty Carlson. And I told you, this is a dangerous Chaparrals offense. Look at that, 30 yards gained in 5 seconds. So this is why you got to be careful with these guys. To them, they have plenty of time to work with. Here we go. 1st and 10 now at the 40 of the Mustangs. High snap. Goes right side. Goes deep down the right side. A lot of contact. That's going to be a pass interference. Too much contact there between Gaston and it looked like Copeland. And just like that, in the matter of 11 seconds, the Chaparrals go from their own 30 to the edge of the red zone here of the Mustangs. They're at the 25. So they are breathing down the necks here of the defense. Don't forget they have timeout, so they can throw something in the middle of the field to gain some yardage here. Eskia Bully is going to go back to work here with A.J. Moore, his tailback, who goes to his right now. 2 receivers to his right side. He looks right. Goes over the middle. Pass complete. That's going to be a 1st down to the big man, the tight end, Stigall, who officially now brings the Chaparrals into the red zone of Monroe here. 23 seconds is all they needed to put up 47 yards worth of offensive yardage. And obviously aided by the pass interference call. But nonetheless, impressive by DuPage, and they smartly take a timeout here. Again, this is why I say these timeouts do matter because, you know, you don't have to either gun for the end zone or for the sticks on the sidelines there. You can actually throw it over the middle and take a timeout and gives you more options. Again, this could be a big turning point in this game here. You know, DuPage looked like they were on their heels a little, but with the rep that this offense has, you know, and timeouts in their pocket, plenty of time for them to operate, and this is the best drive they put together all day. So Bully, they'll spot this ball at the 13 of the Mustangs and a fresh set of downs. They can get a 1st down inside the 5. Look out there. Bad snap. There was a lot of motion in that front of the edge there. That could have been, and the refs are looking around. I thought that was an offside myself. They're going to let that go. That was, maybe it was because of a strange snap once again. So good job by Moore there to just throw that thing away. Well, now the refs are going to talk about it. They're going to try to say ineligible receiver or, intentional grounding. No, they're going to say that's an offside on the Mustangs. There was movement up front, so that was a dead play there. And it's going to be a 1st and goal now for the Chaparrals. They get 5 on that play. Ball is snapped at the 8-yard line here. And the Chaparrals knocking on the door, trying to hit the end zone. Bully flushed out right side. He's in trouble. He is going to be sacked. And a ball that came loose, but he was down. They got to call a timeout here. Bully was sacked at the 19-yard line, loss of 11 on the play. A whole slew of Mustangs got there. But they take a timeout here. It's going to be 2nd and goal with 11 seconds left. Now, if the Chaparrals, they have one more after this, they can conceivably, if they do it quickly, and especially we've seen this offense, it looks like they can operate quick. they could possibly get off 2 plays here before having to settle for a field goal. Because remember, even if they decide to run it here or throw inside the middle of the field, they can call a quick timeout and possibly get off another offensive play. Mustangs have pressured the QB very well here. They've racked up 3 sacks so far in this first half. 11 seconds to go in the half. Chaparral's threatening here, 2nd and goal at the 18 of the Mustangs. Monroe leads DuPage here 10-0. Boy, got some fans really shouting encouragement to the defense here. Holy smokes. They're into it. That's great to see. Well, they try to spread them out here. 3 receivers to the left of Bully. Nobody to his right. He's going to drop back, looks left. He's being pressured. He's in trouble. He's in the dirt. That's a sack. Oh, he didn't get rid of that thing. Justice Jordan came right after him. Sacked him for a loss of about 11 on the play. They're going to have to settle for a long field goal here as they had to take the timeout with 5 seconds to go. Another massive defensive play, and boy, this is going to be a long field goal here. 47-yard attempt here. Here we go. And the sideline fired up here for the Mustangs. Look out. They try to freeze the kicker. He would have gotten it there. Danny DuPage, the kicker. Looked like there was a timeout called. So DuPage will try it again here. Well, now the referees are converging. Was a timeout called or was there a flag? I didn't see any flag. Well, DuPage's still in the same position, so I am assuming it is just a timeout called here. 5 seconds on the clock. Looks like they're repositioning where the ball should be, so DuPage may either get a yard or, wow, they're really converging on this spot here. I'm not sure what's going on. So DuPage is wondering, well, do I have to step back or step up here? Five seconds to go in the half. Let's see what they're talking about here. All right. Well, they're going to try it again here. A 47-yard attempt by DuPage here. Here we go. Danny DuPage. And the sideline getting fired up here for the Mustangs, trying to throw them off a little. Snap, hold, kick on the way. It is good. He got it. Boy, DuPage showing the range there. Sinks it from 47 yards out. And we go to the half. Mustangs 10, DuPage 3. Halftime coming up here. We'll be back on the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel and NY48 WWON TV. And welcome back here to the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel, NY48 WWON TV. We are live from Memorial Field in Mount Vernon, New York. Mike McGinnis on the call. 10-3 Mustangs lead DuPage College at halftime. Apologies for the technical difficulties on the video side. So glad you could tune in on the audio side. Really, I think the keys to this game are as follows. Saw DuPage that last 50 seconds. They got a massive surge on the offense for a time there with Askia Bully and company. But inside the red zone, it was the flip side of that that was really helped the Mustangs. That strong surge right up the gut with their pass rush has been quite formidable and been a major difference maker so far in this game. The Mustangs have ran the ball well. They're halfbacks acting more like fullbacks out there. A lot of yards after contact. They got to keep that one going. And, you know, certainly for Monroe, they've got to stay out of the penalty situation. It has diffused a couple of their offensive drives. It helped DuPage set up for a field goal. Special teams, well, they ended on a positive note for DuPage, but they had a couple of problems with their punts and something they want to clean up there. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this second half plays out. Lower 70s, breezy, not a cloud in the sky. Perfect day for football. So glad you can join us here. Home opener for Monroe University. Mustangs football will have all the games live here this year on NY48 WWON TV and the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel. And I want to give a shout out here to the Monroe University Mustangs Marching Band. They have done an outstanding job providing entertainment at halftime here. They do a great job. Definitely give you a presence that is felt during the game here. Nate Foster back deep here with Gaston as Joseph Wright with the kicking duties. He has netted a 38-yard field goal. He's going to kick this one end over end. Nice hang time. Gaston at his own 10, up to the 15, down 20. Surges 25, 30. He might go here. He's only got right to beat. Down the sideline, in the 30s, tackled around the 25. Hey, nice job there, Joseph Wright, on the tackle, saving a touchdown. Gaston went off to the races there, and a 65-yard kickoff return has set up immediately DuPage here with a 1st and 10 on the 25 of the Mustangs. Actually, they'll put this, in between the 25-26. 65 on the return for Gaston. It'll be shaded to the left side of the field. Chaparrals attacking from right to left on your screen. Man in motion, handoff. No, they're going to fake it. Play action coming deep down the left side and over the head of the intended receiver. And that was Dayon Gaston again. 2nd and 10 coming up here. It's like Diamante Farino there on the coverage. He had Gaston well marked. And here we go. Handoff coming, kind of a delayed handoff. Problems in the backfield and nowhere to go for A.J. Moore. And once again, that surge by the Mustangs. And looks like, somebody is hurt there. Well, 2 players down now for the Chaparrals. And there's going to be a timeout on the field. We'll step aside here. At the 25 of the Mustangs. 30 seconds gone by in the second half. 10-3. Monroe leads it here. Of course, Jordan Leonard Osborne with a 2-yard touchdown run extended the Mustangs lead to 10-0 previously. In It was Joseph Wright with a 38-yard field goal. And then as time expired in the first half, Danny DuPage blasted a 47-yard field goal for the Chaparrals. Well, both players are up, slowly going to the sideline there for DuPage. Dexter Stigall, one of those men. It looked like the offensive lineman Jimmy Fullove Jr. was shaken up as well. 3rd and 10 now. 26-yard line, so they officially spotted at the 26. Here we go. Fake the handoff, going left, down the line. Bland connects. That's going to be a 1st and goal coming up there as he shaded to his left side and picked up 21 with the receiver Ty Carlson. So Bland back in at the QB position, but hold the phone. There is a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And we're just going to take this. Looks like they're going back. Oh, a costly penalty here for the Chaparrals, a hold. And they're going to be pushed back. Oh, that is a killer. They thought they had a 21-yard conversion, a 1st down and goal coming. Now they're going to be pushed back out of almost field goal range here. They're going to replay the 3rd down here. Where are they going to mark this ball? At the 36-yard line here. So 3rd and 20 coming up here. For the Chaparrals, they'll send 3 receivers to the right there. And then they'll send the man in motion, 1 in the backfield. Dropping back now, Bland under pressure, throws a screen pass, complete. Or it might have hit the turf there. We'll see. I think it was a complete pass there to the right to A.J. Moore, but he fell down and actually lost more yardage. And this is going to have Bland punted away now. And the Mustangs hold there after the massive return to start the half here by Gaston. Deshaun Amin back by his own 10-yard line to receive the punt from Bland. Bland QBs and punts for this Chaparrals team. Look out, high snap, he corrals it in though. Oh, he pop flies this one in the air. A lot of hang time, but not a lot of distance. This is going to roll out around the 25-yard line. So the Chaparrals again here have struggled with the punt game. They had a chance to really pin the Mustangs back deep here, but Mustangs will get the ball at their own 25 to start their first offensive drive of this 3rd quarter with a 10-3 lead. Thank you for tuning in here to the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel and NY48 WWON TV. Mike McGinnis on the call. Thank you so much for joining us on the home opener. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but we're so glad you can spend the time with us on this Saturday afternoon. Jaden Young back to work here, talking to his offensive lineman, trying to sync everything up. That pistol formation. Sends the man in motion now. And look out, bad snap. He's going to have to cover up on it. Smart play there. He'll lose 2 on the play. So we'll bring up 2nd and 12. Smart move there by Young. He didn't try to do anything crazy. And we'll see how the offense responds there to the miscue on the first play. 2nd and 12 at the 23 of the Mustangs here. Early stages of this second half, 10-3, Monroe on top of DuPage. Here's the snap, the handoff coming, trying to surge to that left side, trying to find the edge. Osborne will, and he'll scamper out around the 33-yard line. So that is a major gain there by Osborne. He got 10 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd and very manageable for the Mustangs. Osborne's had a good contest here The backfield of him and Sharp have done the job for the Mustangs. So 3rd and 2 coming up here. Young trying to get everybody in position here. Here we go. Handoff coming. Right side, not a lot of room. Look out. Osborne fights the outside, gets back to the line of scrimmage. I thought he was going to lose about 5 on the play. He's fortunate enough to get back for no gain. And actually, they'll say he lost a yard, I think. Now they'll say that he's back to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't matter anyway. Punt unit is on here as Joseph Wright will punt this one away here. Pat Patello back to receive the punt. Nice hang time on this one. Going to send him back to about the 23-yard line. He's walloped there around the 26. Good coverage downfield. And the Mustangs will set up their defense in a much better position. Tackle made there by David Rodriguez. He was all over it. So the Mustangs will send the defense back on the field here. Let's see if Bland is back out there or is Bully in there. They've switched the quarterbacks in and out here for DuPage. And it looks like it is indeed Bland back at the QB position for the Chaparrals. Gets the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, looking downfield. Nice throw, incomplete. Off the fingertips there. Page was pressured. I think James Penley was the intended receiver, went off his fingertips there. Out around the 47-yard line. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Chaparrals. 10:54 to go, 3rd quarter. Pistol formation. Well, they send a very hulking tight end to get the coverage on the left side. Looks down the field, look out, pressure coming, pass. Not completed there. I think it went in and out of the hands of Gaston. And it'll bring up 3rd and 10 here. Boy, this Mustangs defense has played well so far. There's no doubt about it. Well, they're asked to come up with a stop to get the offense the ball back here. 3rd and 10 on the 26 of the Chaparrals here. Bland steps back now. Rolls out to his left, spins right. Has pressure coming. Look out, evades. He's going to be tackled around the 27-yard line. Gain of about 1 on the play. And it'll bring up 4th and 9. Here comes the punt team. Well, actually, they're going to say back to the line of scrimmage. So it's a quarterback sack. The 5th of the day for the Mustangs. Thought maybe with forward progress, he would have gained a yard, but not so fast. Hey, this Mustangs pass rush has been outstanding. It looks like they have a different punter out there. It's Bonema. Kicks this one. Oh, wow. He kicked it one way. It went the other way, sideways to his left. It's going to roll around the 38. And that's where the Mustangs will take over on their own 38. Punt there was by Jonas Gregory. Now, he shaded to his right, and he kicked it and went the opposite way to the left there, but he did get it to the 38-yard line, so nice roll there for him. Mustangs, though, with nice field position to start their second offensive drive here of the second half with a 10-3 lead. DuPage's defense has done a solid job. They've made more plays in the secondary. I've been very impressed with their back end, although they have also made some stops up front. short yardage situations. So they are certainly doing their job out there. Here we go. Look out. Pass complete around the 45-yard line on the play action there. Well executed. Evan Harrington will gain about 8 on the play. Check that as 7. And it's going to be 2nd and 3. So Young snapped it, went right, found Harrington through the crowd there after the fake handoff. 2 receivers to his right. He has the running back to his right as well, and 2 receivers to his left. So they're trying to spread the field a little here. LaShawn Sharp now behind Young here. There we go. Look out down the right side. Young can't quite find Harrington, who had space off his fingertips there at the 30-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 now. Mustangs need to get to the 49 of their own side of the field to pick up a first down. .9:02 to go in this third quarter. Sharp still in there. He's behind Young here. 2 receivers to the right. Now they send one in motion. He'll go to the wide left. Here we go. Handoff coming. Sharp found a surge. He's got to the 50, 49, down to the 46. And a very nice gain of about 7 on the play. And once again, Sharp initiates contact and gains an extra 3 to 4 yards after doing so. More importantly, it's a first down and 10 in the Chaparral's territory now for the Mustangs. When it's all said and done, Sharp gains 8 on the play, and boy, some impressive rushing numbers now for Sharp and Osborne in that backfield tandem for the Mustangs. 1 receiver at each side. Now they send a man in motion to go to the right, play the tight end position for Monroe. Young fakes the handoff, rolls out, left side, play action, pass complete, and right to the tight end position there and connecting. Now we have some extracurricular activity. Ken J. Burnham with the catch. And they'll spot the ball at the 25-yard line. Gain of 21 on the play. No flag after the ruckus there on the sideline between some personnel here of DuPage and somebody on the sideline of Monroe. So here we go. 1st and 10 on the 25 of the Chaparrals. Mustangs trying to put a drive together here. Here we go. Handoff up the gut. Look out, Sharp. Going to rumble forward to about the 21. Gain of about 4 on the play. Well, they're going to give him, let's see, forward progress. They'll give him that extra yard. So it's a gain of 5 on the play. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. You got to like this for the Mustangs. They are driving the ball methodically, resting their defense that has done such a good job today. And they are taking time off this clock. Under 7 minutes to go. Bunched formation left side there of Young, but he's going to send the one guy out wide now. He's going to have 2 receivers to his right. He drops back. Look out, pressure coming. He gets a big block. He's going to surge, throws, pass complete inside the 10 there. And that is going to bring up a 1st and goal situation. Ball came out, but it was out of bounds. The runner was down anyway. And it's a completed pass of about 11 yards on the play. And it's 1st and 10 there for Monroe. I think it was Desan Noakes who came up with the catch there. 1st and goal. Ball at the 9-yard line of the Chaparrals. Under 6 minutes to go. Third quarter, 10-3 Monroe on top. Strong set. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Look out. Rumbling forward down to the 3-yard line. Thought he might have gotten through was LaShawn Sharp. He hit the initial serve and did his usual thing. Gains about 3 extra yards after contact. I thought he was going to go. They're going to hurry it up now. Oh, look out. Movement up front. And it looks like a flag coming here. False start on the offense. That's going to cost them. See where they spot the ball here. It's a 5-yard penalty, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 8 here of the Chaparrals. Mustangs send receiver wide to each side. Tailback takes the handoff pass inside, a lot of contact, and there's a flag. Yeah, kind of thought there was going to be pass interference coming there. Powell had a guy draped all over him there. Looked like it was Amario Gooden. This is going to be pass interference half the distance, I would think. Let's see what they say. Yeah, pass interference half the distance. Ball placed. Ball placed is at the 2-yard line here. Automatic first down. Keep an eye on LaShawn Sharp in this backfield here. He is behind Young. Young will hand it off to him. Can't get anywhere. Look out, still ahead, and he lost some yardage. He popped back up there, and he lost a couple on that one. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 8 now. So this is almost a replay of the initial down after the first penalty against Monroe. Well, they got to fix the marker there. It says 3rd down. It's actually 2nd down. They get it now. 2nd and goal now. Young with 2 receivers to his right. Now the halfback goes to his left. He drops back now. Looking left. In trouble. Flushed out. Flags all over the place. But it's in the backfield, so I don't know. Is that pass interference? There were 2 flags on the play, and it was... But it was in the backfield, not anywhere near the line of scrimmage, but I don't know here. Let's see what they're going to say. Yeah, defensive holding against DuPage. Don't ask me to figure out the yardage and downs here. I think it's an automatic first. It's an automatic first down. I don't know where they're going to spot the ball, though. I think they're going to spot it at the 4, half the distance. So Monroe will get 4 cracks at it again. Boy, that is a crusher of a call for the Chaparrals. 1st and goal for the Mustangs once again. Ball at the 4. 3:56 to go. Mustangs attacking from right to left on your screen. They send the man in motion. And Young hands it off. They'll sweep to the left side. Surging forward. Touchdown! The Mustangs get it in there. I think they're going to say he's short. How about that? Sharp was short. Boy, I don't know by how much there. I mean, inches away from the goal line. So, well, they'll officially spot it at the 1. So, pardon me on that. Sharp with 3 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. Left sweep on that one. Well, maybe the momentum brought him in the end zone. They said he was down. Here we go. Handoff again, left side. Trying to make the leap. He's not going anywhere. That time he was clearly short. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal here. He might have lost a yard on the play. Let's see what they say. He might have lost half a yard. But give the Chaparrals credit here. They are hanging tough. Listen, I told you, they've made a couple of big stops up front on short yardage. Well, they're going to ask to stop them here on their own goal line. Mustangs going with a wildcat formation here. Ward at quarterback. He looks out, takes the pass, touchdown to the left side. Oh, I was thinking all the way that Ward was going to take that one himself, and he found a wide open LaShawn Sharp from 2 yards out on the left side for the touchdown. 6 on the board, and the Mustangs lead at 16-13, right coming in for the PAT. So a 2-yard pass there from Ward to Sharp. And the Mustangs trying to make it a 2-touchdown lead. Let's see if they can get the PAT down. Snap, hold, kick on the way, and it's good. So with 3:09 to go in the 3rd quarter, the Mustangs on a 2-yard TD pass have their biggest lead of the day. It's 17-3. We'll take a timeout here on the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel, NY48 WWON TV. And welcome back here to Memorial Field in Mount Vernon, New York. Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel, NY48 WWON TV. Mike McGinnis on the call. 17-3 Mustangs with the lead. 3:09 to go, 3rd quarter. A 2-yard TD pass. LaShawn Sharp from Xavier Ward. And here's the kickoff. And got to watch out there for number 82. As he's got a surge again. Look out now. He might break it again. He's going up to the 50, and there's a flag in the backfield. He's tackled around the 40. And once again, Dion Gaston, who had a 64-yard return the last kickoff, surges forward again for at least 40-plus. But let's see. There was a flag in the backfield. Might be a block in the back here. Like that's going to get pushed back here. So Monroe, by virtue of a very sound ground attack, Jaden Young making a couple of key situational passes for the Mustangs. And when it's all said and done, they convert for another touchdown. And the Mustangs, hey, look, timely passes, a very sound ground attack, and a ferocious defensive surge up front on their pass rush, which is unofficially racked up 5 QB sacks here. And this is where we're at this point. It's 17-3 Mustangs, 2:58 to go, 3rd quarter. Land back there. He's going to hand it off left side and gain a couple here. Maybe about 4 on the play if they give him forward progress. As they went to the sweep on that one, gained about 3 on that play. Justin Bland sends the big hulking tight end there for blocks. Run up the middle, nothing fancy. Going to get close to a first down there. A surge ahead, gain of about 6 on the play. Once again, they go to Ethan Middleton. It'll be 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Chaparrals. They have to get to the 43 for the first down. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. So 3rd and 1 coming up here for Bland. Trying to get the conversion on the first down. There they go. They'll go back to Middleton. Sweep to the left side. He's got it. Gain of about 6 on the play. So a steady dosage of runs here for the Chaparrals. Have them a fresh set of downs there by the midfield marker. They'll spot them at their own 49. And it's 1st and 10 for the DuPage here, and they don't want to waste any time. They get right back to it. Trips formation to his right. Surge, Middleton in trouble, and he looked like he was going to lose a couple yards, but he storms ahead here for about 3 on the play. Gain of 4 with the forward progress. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. They need to get to the Monroe 41. Bland sets right back up. Goes to his left side. Pass is complete. That'll be a first down. Gain of 7. Ty Carlson, who's had a couple of nice catches here, will corral it in for DuPage, but look out now. Somebody is down on the ground, an offensive lineman, it looks like, for DuPage. So that kind of stops the clock and gives the Mustangs a little bit of a breather here because the Chaparrals were trying to hurry it up here and gas out the pass rush of the Mustangs, who has been so significant today. They have 5 quarterback sacks. But when you run that hurry-up offense, they can't get a chance to catch their breath. You're trying to win them a little. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Boy, this is a high-profile matchup coming in. DuPage, number 1 in the nation on the D3 side football. They have quite a program here. It was going to be a challenge coming in for the Mustangs. Mustangs they're not trying to reinvent the wheel, and I think that is sometimes the best way to go. They have had a very steady run attack. They've taken care of the football. They have created a solid pass rush. They have executed on special teams. And right now they have a 17-3 lead, but the Chaparrals, it seems like the Chaparrals really get it going when they get that hurry-up offense. We saw in the waning stages of the second quarter and the end of the first half, they had a significant drive to produce their only points of the game. And here we are, end of a quarter, and once again, they're surging. Here we go. Middleton, handoff, trying to find some room. He's not going to get anywhere close. He might have lost a yard on the play. Middleton deking, ducking, and dodging around, but the Mustangs, privy to it there, say, we're not taking the bait. And it's a gain of nothing. So it's 2nd and 10 on the 41 of the Mustangs. This might be the last play of the third quarter here. 2 receivers each side. And look out now. Bland flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He will gain maybe 2, and that's the end of the third quarter. Mustangs 17 and the Chaparrals 3. Final 15 coming up here on the other side of this one. Live from Memorial Field in Mount Vernon, New York. We'll step aside. Fourth quarter coming up. Monroe 17, DuPage 3. We'll be right back here on the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel and NY48 WWON TV. And welcome back here to the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel, NY48, WWON TV. Mike McGinnis on the call. 17-3 Mustangs leading it. We got a 3rd and long coming up here. 3rd and 8 for the Chaparrals on the 39 of the Mustangs. Mustangs defense trying to dial up a pass rush here. They have been so good today. Bland stays in at quarterback. Well, look out. Flags before anything. Looks like somebody might have jumped offside here. And by the looks of it, it might have been the Chaparral, so this complicates situation for them. And boy, that you wonder if that's a byproduct of that formidable pass rush attack here for the Mustangs. They're going to back them up here to the 43. So this is going to be a 3rd and 12 coming up here for the Chaparrals. Interesting, Bully not back in there. He's listed as the starting QB for DuPage coming in. Bland has been the punter and the quarterback for 2.5 quarters now. Look out, Bland goes right side, pass connects. Gaston stops short, though. He's not going to get to the first down marker. That's a nice job there by the secondary of Monroe to prevent a first down. That's going to be 4th and 1 coming up there. Hey, heads up job there by the secondary of the Mustangs. 4th and 1, they get right back to the line. They want to try to get this first down. Here we go. And look out, Bland was captured and then slides ahead for the first down. Oh, they had him in the backfield, and he gave the nickelback slip there. And, oh, that's a tough break for the Mustangs. They thought they had Bland for the quarterback sack and a turnover on downs, and he darted ahead there and gained about 2 on the play. So it's 1st and 10, no huddle. Look out, bobbled on the snap, Bland, pass complete. Around the 20-yard line, gain of about 9.5. It'll be 2nd and short coming up here for the Chaparrals. Chaparrals have obviously found some kind of rhythm here with the no-huddle offense. They don't want any subs coming on the field for this Mustangs attack, and they want to wind that pass rush. And they want the big guys huffing and puffing on the Mustang side. Handoff directly ahead, Middleton. He's going to get enough for a first down here. Gain of about 2 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 inside the red zone now of the Mustangs. Ball officially placed at the 19-yard line. See how the Mustangs react here. Wow, they're going to say he didn't get it, so it's 3rd and inches. I stand corrected. Ball placement there. I mean, he's got about a foot, less than half the football to get to the first down marker. Well, it's got to be all 4-down territory, you would think, for the Chaparrals at this point. Look out, Bland rolls right, pass complete. That is going to be in for the touchdown. Ty Carlson, a 19-yard connection from Bland, and DuPage is in the end zone for the first time today. It's 17-9, well-executed drive by Bland and company. And the Chaparrals are right back in this one. Danny DuRay connected on a big 48-yard field goal, comes in for the PAT here. Snap on the way, kick down. It is good. So with 13:04 to go in regulation, Monroe 17, DuPage 10. And we'll see what the Mustangs can do on offense now. Again, this goes on this drive. I think DuPage is in consistent 4th-down territory just by the byproduct of, to this point, Monroe. So DuPage, I think, is executing under 2 principles offensively permanently from here on out, and that's the no-huddle offense, which they have definitely found some synergy in. And they're going to be in 4-down territory. DuPage going to kick this one off here for the Chaparrals. Amin back deep here for the Mustangs. And they kick it away. Amin's going to handle it here. Around the 7, around the 8. Scampers to the 20. Gets to the 25. Has an edge here. He's got to go to that far left side. He's going to get out around the 31-yard line. Nice job of converging the wedge there and funneling him out by DuPage. Well, that was very close from him hitting an edge and taking it to the house. Amin with a 26-yard return, though, nonetheless. Boy, I'll tell you, it is a game of inches, folks. Amin was about 2 strides and hitting a hole and saying, see you later, everybody. Here we go. So Young and company asked to take some time off the clock and give their defense a rest here with a 17-10 lead. See how the offense comes out here. They have ran the ball well. Here we go. Handoff, flag. That's going to be a hold. Blown up in the backfield. Loss of about 3 on the play. But there was a flag as immediately as the ball was snapped. Now, both linemen are pointing, no, they did it, he did it, you did it. And they're going to say offside, I think, on the Chaparrals. So that's a break there for the Mustangs. DuPage will give up 5 here. 36-yard line, 1st and 5 here for the Mustangs. And that is huge because, hey, look, they get 5 yards here. You got to figure they'll chew up an additional 2+ minutes of the clock by virtue of doing that. Here we go. I'm going to drop back the pass now. Young looking around. He's going to go deep down the left side. The pass incomplete. It was intended there for Kameen Powell. Why not? He's had a couple of big plays in this one. There was contact, but Powell was losing his footing as well. So it's 2nd and 5 now. More importantly, that stops the clock here. Ball at the 36 of the Mustangs. 12:20 to go, regulation. Looks like we'll have a timeout called here. Let's step aside. Monroe 17, DuPage 10, 12:20 to go in this one. We'll be back here on the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel and NY48 WWON TV. And welcome back here to Memorial Field. Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel, NY48 WWON TV. Here's the situation. 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs on their own 36. 12-14 and counting in this one. Mustangs up by a touchdown. They're going to sweep it to the right side. Oh, nice job hurdling there. But there's a flag. There might have been a hold or something. We'll see what they say. Flag came out as soon as Osborne made that hurdle. We'll see what they say. holding against the Mustangs, so this is going to be pushed back further. So that'll negate any kind of positive yardage, and now you're going to replay the down 2nd and 10 here. That's, well, yeah, I was going to say that's if DuPage accepts the penalty, which they will. So 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. Under 12 minutes to go here in regulation. Young with 2 receivers to his right. 3 receivers to his left in an empty backfield. Gets the snap, drops back, looks to his right, now goes up the middle, pass. Incomplete there, in and out of the hands of the intended target there, who was Kameen Powell. Well, I'll tell you, Young really whipped it in there. He threw a bullet. And it'll be 3rd and 10 coming up for the Mustangs. More importantly, that stops the clock for the Chaparrals. So if you're the Chaparrals, I really think you have to protect the center of the field here, because the Mustangs will avoid an incomplete pass, obviously, but because of stopping the clock, 3 receivers to the right side bunched up together. They drop back the halfback for protection. Look out, Young is going to get blasted. He is sacked there around the 24-yard line. It keeps the clock going, but it's a quarterback sack. And it's punt time for the Mustangs. So the Chaparrals needed a defensive stand, and they get it. And they get a big sack there. And Wright is going to be backed up to his 6-yard line to punt this one away. Look out, low snap, and it's blocked. This is going into the end zone and recovered for a touchdown for DuPage. Oh, the big turning point in the game here with a massive defensive effort and special teams effort, and Dexter Stigall, the big tight end, recovers it in the end zone for the touchdown on the big block, a massive special teams play. Wow. The Chaparrals with a massive play there. A punt block and a fumble recovery in the end zone. Well, here comes a big point after to try to knock this thing up at 17. Kick is down on the way. It's good. So 10:46 to go. The Chaparrals have come surging back here from 14 down, and they have knotted this thing up. We're even here with 10:46 to go. Stigall, the fumble recovery in the end zone on the blocked punt. And we'll see how the Mustangs respond. Boy, and now when you look at it, how big was that sack by DuPage on that 3rd and 10 play there prior to the block punt? So we'll see how the Mustangs respond here. They'll send him in back there. I'll say this about Amin. You might want to not kick it to him. Jamal Abdul-Khalak comes out as well. Amin was 2 strides away from busting one the last time out. So we'll see how the Chaparrals handle it here. Well, they're going to go right after him again. Amin down at his own 5. Goes across there. He's going to lose some yardage. That was well scouted. I think the Chaparrals try to force him to go wide, and boy, he only gained about 4 on that one. Great strategy there. Boy, the special teams here of the Chaparrals have really come through. First the block punt, then the recovery in the end zone, and now the good scheme and coverage downfield on the kickoff. And the Mustangs are starting deep in their own territory here, with 10:39 to go in regulation. Tied at 17. See where they're going to place this thing, at the 10-yard line. So 5 yards on the kick return. And momentum definitely shifting towards DuPage. Mustangs need to get back on track offensively here and run the football. Young, kind of a wobbly snap there. Here's the handoff. Gain of not much. Maybe a yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and long here. Osborne, no gain on the play. It's 2nd and 10. Young with Osborne flanking to his right. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Young comes up to the line now, says something to the center. Here we go, another high snap, rolls out to his right side there. Pressure coming, pass incomplete. Intended for Tristan West around the 14-yard line. Third and 10 coming up here. Mustangs backed up at their own 10. See if Young can dial up a play here to get some fresh downs for the Mustangs. Snap. Here comes the pass rush, flushes to his right. He's got a pressure coming, and he is sacked. Well, actually, he was pushed forward for a gain of 2, so it won't be a sack. It'll actually be a QB keeper of 1 or 2 yards, but doesn't matter. Mustangs are going to have to punt this one away, and optimum field position coming up here for the Chaparrals. And, of course, you got to watch for the blockers coming through here. Pitello back deep. High snap in his own end zone. Boy, he had pressure around him. Gets this one. Hang time. Gets it away. Wobbly bounce out the 49. Flag on the play. And, oh, look out. Hit out of bounds here. Didn't see another flag. Ball was returned to the 43 of the Mustangs, but there was a flag right before Pitello could make the catch, so I'm not sure what happened there. Penalty on DuPage here. Oh, so that is costly. They're going to have looks like a personal foul call. They're going to back this up to the 40-yard line of the Chaparral. So there's a break there for the Mustangs. They're going to ask their defense to come up big here and get the ball back with the score intact. $17 all here. So Bland back to work, handoff right side, maybe a gain of 2. Ball will be placed at the 42, 8.5 to go here and counting. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Chaparrals on their own 42-yard line. Bland with 3 receivers to his right and his tailback to his right. Here we go. Fakes the handoff. Going to go deep down the right side. A pass incomplete. Trying to find his guy, Ty Carlson, again, who he connected on a 19-yard touchdown pass earlier in this quarter. Somebody is down here for Monroe. Looks like one of their defensive linemen. So, boy, the Chaparrals got a quick strike to begin the quarter. 19-yard pass from Bland to Carlson. Then the block punt and the recovery in the end zone for a touchdown by Dexter Stigale. And it's knotted this score at 17. One of the Mustangs shaken up here. Once again, want to thank everyone for tuning in here on the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel and NY48 WWON TV. Mike McGinnis on the call, home opener for the Monroe University Mustangs. Want to apologize for the technical difficulties. So glad you could tune in and listen to this game. And so far in this one, Mustangs jumped out to a 17-3 lead, but 2 touchdowns in the first part of this fourth quarter by the Chaparrals has knotted things at 17. The Mustangs have corralled 5 quarterback sacks so far. But the Chaparrals have modified their offense. They have tried to go as no huddle as much as possible to tire down the big men on the D line for the Mustangs. It's 3rd and 8 coming up for the Chaparrals. With a tie score here, they are on their own 42, 8:05 to go in this one. Bland with the tailback to his left. Drops back, has some time, throws right, pass off the hand there. Little too far ahead of Gaston. And the Mustangs defense responds and will force a punt. Amin goes back for the punt here. Bland, quarterback, and the punter for the Chaparrals. They have used multiple guys to punt today, but he's been the primary punter. Mustangs would like to respond perhaps with a special teams play of their own here. Bland direction kicks this one away. Amin catches it around the 25. Looks like there was a flag immediately thrown. Amin's going to get out to the 43, but there's a flag back at the 31-yard line of the Mustangs. Let's see what's going on here. Well, there's a flag on that side of the field. Let's see what the call is here. And it looks like the Mustangs are waiting to see what the call is. 7:52 to go in this one. Oh, it's going to go against the Chaparrals, it looks like maybe. How about that? Oh, boy. This is going to be a chunk of yardage. Somehow the Mustangs are going to get the ball. Where are they going to spot this thing? Mustangs will have it at the 46 of DuPage. So that's the second time DuPage has taken a penalty in special teams, and it's kind of warped their field position. So the Mustangs set up now, 7:52 to go in this one on the Chaparral side of the field, tied at 17. They're on the 46 of DuPage. Well, actually, they're going to re-punt I'm sorry here. Timeout called by the Mustangs. They were going to re-punt this thing. Oh, very interesting. They had given 5 extra yards there. So prior to the reception, there was a penalty on Monroe for 5 yards, but it was 4th and 8. So it sets up a 4th and 3 now. Ball is spotted at the 47 of the Chaparrals. I think that's a wise timeout by the Mustangs. You never know. You could have some trickery there by the Chaparrals to try to pick up the first down on maybe a fake punt. So both teams going over what to do here. .752 left in regulation. As this game has become about strategy in a chess match at this point. Amin back to receive the punt once again. Here we go. Page will try to punt this. Bland will try to punt this one away. Stutter step, then punts it. Oh, he got off a good one here. This is going to roll inside the 10. It's going to go into the end zone, though. That's a break. Oh, boy, a game of inches. We talked about that earlier. DuPage thought they were going to have the Mustangs pinned on their own goal line there, but it just snuck over the line for a touchback. And Bland, he went to his right, took an extra step there. I almost thought for a second he was going to take off with it. So 7:14 to go. Ball on their own 20-yard line for the Mustangs. We're tied at 17. Young has 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left, empty backfield. Snap comes, look out, pressure coming. He's going to step up. He's going to get some yardage. He's got a first down and more. Slides down around the 34-yard line. So I don't know if that was a designed run or not. It certainly looked that way. You sell the pass and drop them back deep, and you have a lot of room up front. And, boy, Young picks up an easy 15 on the play. Clock still moving, under 6.5 to go. Very different offensive game sets here. Chaparrals have trying to go with that no huddle look. Mustangs have been very methodical. Here they go, handoff. Powers to the right side, maybe gained a yard on the play there. Chaparrals have fortified themselves against the run here. LaShawn Sharp might have picked up a yard on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 9 coming up with under 6 minutes to go. Another empty backfield look here for Young. 3 receivers to his right side, 2 to his left. Now they send the man in motion, Amin. He'll shimmy to the left side. Look out now, drops over the middle, pass complete there to Amin. Slips the defensive back, surges to the 50, down to the 40, down to the 30, down inside the 20. Oh, Amin slipped the defensive back and picked up another 20 on that one. Oh, my, what a play there. Gain, well, let's do the math here. 45 on the play. And when he was finally stopped there, he got all the way to the 14-yard line. So I got to correct the math on that one. That was a pass and catch of 50, and Amin ripped off another 30-plus yards. I'll check that. The ball is placed at the 19. They originally had it on the 14. It was announced as a 14-yard line, but it's actually the 19. So my apologies. They can pick up a first down at the 9. 1st and 10 inside the red zone for the Mustangs. 5:06 to go in this one. pass and catch of 45 yards there to Jashawn Amin. Young looks back, has the tailback behind him here. He's going to hand it off. Right surge, powering ahead there. Boy, yards after contact. And Sharp with a gain of about 4 on the play. He gained an extra 2 after he got hit. 2nd and 6 coming up. Ball placed at the 15, 4.5 and counting. And the Mustangs want to take every ounce of this clock away from the Chaparrals, who have shown, especially with their no-huddle look, they can get huge chunks of yardage in a hurry. So, you know, they want to drain this clock, maybe hope that DuPage can burn a couple timeouts. Tied at 17, coming up on 4 minutes to go. High snap, takes the handoff, pass down the middle, complete. Oh, and I'll tell you, a big catch there as the helmet goes flying off there. That is a major duty catch by Noakes, who got drilled at the 3-yard line. His head snapped back, and so did his helmet, came popping off. But, folks, Noakes is tough. He held on to that thing. And that is a pass whipped in there for 12 yards and a 1st and goal situation. Beautiful execution by Jaden Young. Noakes with a heavy-duty catch on that one. Sharp right behind Young here. He'll hand it off to him. He'll surge ahead, might have gotten a yard there. But again, you don't get in the end zone. That's not the worst thing in the world, because look at the clock. It keeps ticking here. 3:15 and counting. You want to give as least amount of time as possible for the Chaparrals to work with to potentially tie this game. And I think the Mustangs well aware of that. I think they're trying to dare DuPage here to call a timeout to stop the clock at some point. So here we go, under 3 minutes to go. 2nd and goal from the 3 here of the Chaparrals. They'll fake the pass, rolling right, Young. Pop pass, out of bounds. Was looking for Amin on that one, tight coverage. That's going to stop the clock too. 3rd and goal from the 3. More importantly, it stops the clock here with 2.5. 2:33 officially to go. Now it's a must punch in the end zone situation here for the Mustangs. And the Chaparrals feel like they have a little momentum going their way. Here we go. 3rd and goal on the 4-yard line there. Check that, the 3-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout called. 3rd and goal coming up from the 3. Mustangs and Chaparrals tied at 17 here on NY48 WWON TV and the Monroe Mustangs YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. Apologize for the technical difficulties. So glad you can tune in and listen to this game. Mustangs were in control with a 17-3 lead going into the 4th quarter. And a 19-yard TD pass to Ty Carlson. Cut it to 17-10, then a block punt and a recovery of said punt in the end zone by Stigall. Gave DuPage new life and a tie score in this game. And the Mustangs have put together a very effective drive here. Amin with a 45-yard pass reception. And now they have it 3rd and goal here from the 3-yard line of the Chaparrals with 2.5 to go in a tie game. Let's see what the Mustangs do here. LaShawn Sharp Goes to the left of Young here. A receiver to each side. Sends the man in motion. Young gets the snap. Hands it off. Right side, Sharp is going to be short here. He might have gotten to the 1. I got to see where they exactly place it. They're going to say it's 4th and goal from the 2, and they're going to send out the field goal unit. Well, DuPage smartly calls a timeout here to stop the clock. And Wright will come in to attempt a 19-yard field goal, presumably for the Mustangs. Tied at 17 here. 2:23 to go. So once again, it's a chess battle between these two teams. Mustangs have gotten it all the way to 1st and goal, but then DuPage has been very strong on the goal line. The Mustangs are not going to gamble here, and you understand why. 2:23 left, tie game, you got to take the points. So a field goal attempt here for Wright. It's going to be a 19-yarder. Got to get the proper blocking up front there. You don't want this kick blocked. Snap on the way, kick on the way. It's good. So a 19-yard field goal connect by Joseph Wright. And with 2:19 to go, the Mustangs have a 20-17 lead. Boy, it's so much for not having a lot of drama. We're going to have chock full of it here for at least the next 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Mustangs defense has been plenty strong today, but they're going to be asked to dial it up in a big-time way against this formidable DuPage team. One thing I'm going to say right now, you got to really get a marker on Dayon Gaston, number 82. Remember, he had a 64-yard kick return. Then he returned another one for a healthy chunk. So they got to get a marker on him for sure. Here we go. Wright's going to kick this one away here. And here we go. Gaston with it. He's dangerous. They stop him around the 22-yard line. So a nice response by the special teams here of the Mustangs. And Brown Callanan, boy, I've called his name a couple of times. This young man has made himself known out on that field today. 1st and 10 for the Chaparrals here. 2:12 to go in regulation. They have the ball on their own 21. Justin Bland leads the team out here. He's going to have Ethan Middleton as his tailback with him. Drops back now, flushed out to his left side, has some room. He's going to take off with it here. Slides around the 28, 29-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7 or 8 on the play. Time is still a factor, and it looks like we have a timeout here. With 2 minutes to go. Mustangs 20, Chaparrals 17 here. 2-minute timeout coming. It's going to be a 2nd and 7 coming up here. Now, DuPage certainly has a capable kicker And Danny Duray, who connected from 48 from this side of the field in the first half. So the Mustangs defense is going to be called upon again here. They've done a good job today, limiting a attack of the Chaparrals, who averages just under 50 points a game, to 10 points in offense to this point. So high drama here from Memorial Field in Mount Vernon, New York. So glad you can join us for Monroe University Mustangs football on the home opener. The fans have been treated to a dandy here. Middleton back there with Bland. A receiver to his far right and far left. Now Middleton goes to his right. Bland says something to him. Now he's going to fake the handoff. And a throw up in the air. That was behind the line of scrimmage. It got over the line of scrimmage. What a strange play there. Bland was looking. He said something to Middleton, handed it off to Middleton. It looked like a sweep to the right side. Then Middleton backed up around the 24-yard line and tried to throw one, and he was hit, pop fly in the air. I was wondering if that would reach the line of scrimmage. If not, would that be considered a lateral and a fumble? Doesn't matter, incomplete pass. Bland was the intended receiver. Here we go. 3rd and 4 coming up here. Actually, 3rd and a long 3. Bland steps back, has some time, throws over the middle, pass complete, and tackled around the 49-yard line. That time was Gaston. And Bland got walloped right as he threw that ball. 1st and 10, big pass there from Bland. Fresh set of downs. No huddle. They step up deep down the right side. They attack. And it's incomplete. Tight coverage that time by Jordan Byron. Boy, he had as much right to that ball as Gaston did. Stops the clock, 1:32 to go. 2nd and 10 for the Chaparrals on their own side of the 49-yard line. Two receivers to the left, one to the right of Bland. Steps over the middle, pass, wow, complete. Or did he? Well, they're going to say he did catch it there, but not for much, maybe 2 or 3. Stigall made the catch. He got hit pretty hard, though. 3rd down and 7, no huddle. Here we go. Middleton to the right there of Bland. 4 down territory. Bland has time. Pass to the outside, complete. Middleton is stopped. He might have lost some yardage on that one. Ball is placed at the 50. And that is a negative gain there, and it's going to bring up 4th and 9 here with 1:05 to go. Well, here's your potential ball game, and there's going to be a timeout. Everybody's got to gather around and talk about this one. Oh, this is a good one. 1:05 left in this one. Ball at the 50. Mustangs 20, Chaparral 17. A 4th and 9 coming up for DuPage. Boy, you got to dial it up here one way or the other and come up with a big play to make it happen. You couldn't have asked for a better last minute or so of this game. Boy, it is hanging in the balance here. Of course, this is a beautiful facility here in Mount Vernon, New York. Definitely should come down and take in a game here at Memorial Field. You obviously have a great Mustangs product. Boy, they are really pushing this DuPage team, who came in 4-0, number 1 ranked in Division III, averaging just under 50 points a game, and the Mustangs have given them all they could handle. Well, somebody's going to make a big play here. Which side will it be on? Here we go. 4th and 9 from the 50. DuPage trying to get 9 yards for new life and a 1st down and a shot to tie or take the lead. They drop a lot back, pressure coming. Stepping up, throwing over the middle, incomplete, but a flag. And I got to tell you, now I didn't see any contact, but it looks like pass interference on Ferrufino. Boy, I don't know about that one. That's going to be an automatic 15 yards. And the ball will be spotted at the 35. Check that. Well, where are they going to spot this here? And they pick up all the laundry here. Wow. Now, again, you're tracked to follow the quarterback, then the ball, so there might have been contact before that. So 1st and 10 here on the 35-yard line of the Mustangs. Well, at least if anything, it's kind of almost an unofficial timeout here for the defense to rest a little for the Mustangs. Bland and company trying to tie or take the lead here. Middleton to his right. Sends the man Stigall in motion there. Low snap. Bland looks around. Tight pocket. Throws deep down the left side. Way out of bounds. That was uncatchable there. He's looking for that guy again, Ty Carlson, who he connected with for 19 yards and a touchdown earlier in this quarter. 2nd and 10, ball at the 35 of the Mustangs. 53 seconds to go in this one. Mustangs 20. DuPage 17 here. Here we go. 2 receivers to the left. 1 to his right. Bland steps back, being pressured. He's in trouble. He is sacked around the 49. Boy, he tried his best to stay upright and get rid of that thing. But I got to tell you, Tavon Barnes comes up with a dandy on that one. Oh, my, what a big sack. And I'll tell you, Bland tried his best to keep upright and keep with it and stay in position to just get rid of that thing. And Barnes, the big man, dragged him down. 6 sacks on the day for the Mustangs. They dial it up on that one. And, boy, that right as of now gets them out of field goal range. 3rd and long coming up here for the Chaparrals. This is high drama here from Memorial Field. What a home opener for the Mustangs. Well, I'll tell you, it's a tightrope, folks. Both of these teams, it's the unstoppable force against the immovable object out here, to quote the late, great Gorilla Monsoon. Now, I want to see where they play. I thought he got sacked. To me, it looked like he fell down around the 49. They have this ball placed at the 45. Well, that's what they're going to say here. So 3rd and 21 coming up here. Bland and company, I'd say watch out for Carlson on the left side, number 2. He has 2 receivers to his right. Now the running back comes in. Middleton to his left. Dropping back, looking downfield. Tight coverage, pass, incomplete. Looking for the tight end, and again, major pressure coming, and this is it. The DuPage Chaparrals now have to come up with a first down. They're out of field goal range. 4th down coming up, and 21, 38 ticks left on the clock. Well, I'll tell you, this has been a good one here, a defensive battle between these 2 teams. All right, here we go. 4th and 21 coming up here. 38 seconds to go, 20-17 Mustangs. Look out, Bland has time. Pocket collapsing, throws over the middle, pass complete, and a first down. Or are they saying it dropped? Did he drop it? Oh, hold on here. They're saying he didn't have control of the ball. That's what the Mustangs are contending. The refs are saying it's a catch. Or they're saying he was down short of the yard markers. So there's some kind of confusion here. I thought he caught it at the 25. They're going to say he was short. He made the catch, but he was short at the 25. Turnover on downs, and the Mustangs are going to come up with the ball. Oh, what a killer for DuPage. It's a game of inches, folks. They needed to get it in just inside the 25. And the young man, and I told you about him earlier, hey, watch out for Carlson. He made a catch, but he was stopped at the 25, half a yard short of the first down. And, boy, the DuPage team is not happy, but, hey, it's a game of inches. 16 seconds to go. Hey, it's not over yet. 16 seconds to go here. Mustangs defense, though, I got to tell you, they've been strong in this one. They have led the surge. There's no doubt about that. Victory formation here. And the Mustangs take a knee, and that's going to do it. What a game here today. The Mustangs with a most impressive 20-17 win over DuPage.